we need to talk about modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So, over the last 2 years, give or take, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been almost entirely online based. The amount of digital events has skyrocketed to a number so much bigger than anything seen before. This is a good thing, heck, even a great thing. But there are obvious negatives that need to be discussed. That's what I'm going to do today in this video. This is the pros and cons of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll start with the cons. First of all, new players that picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! During the global pandemic are going to have a rough time transitioning into physical Yu-Gi-Oh! If they decide to do so. The reason for this is because most of them will be used to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Digitally with automatic dueling sites, such as Dueling Nexus, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, or even through Duel Links. This is an issue primarily because players will have to learn the major differences between playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Digitally automated versus playing with the physical cards. Physical Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not prompt you with an option of activating a card effect unlike digital Yu-Gi-Oh! This means that players will be required to learn how to play with their deck and know when to use their cards properly. Having to remember everything about every card you use in a deck can be challenging for some people who are used to having the game already know and prompt them. Another con is the actual obtaining and purchasing of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and products. Lots of people picked up digital Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's a good hobby that, digitally, is entirely free to play. But once these digital players decide to play physical Yu-Gi-Oh!, they will have to spend money on the cards. This could be problematic because some people make decks digitally not knowing the real life cost of the cards they use. Then, when they decide to transition into physical Yu-Gi-Oh!, they may be repulsed by the price of the cards they want to use, or just by the price of a deck overall. This can repulse many people who would just decide to keep playing digitally. There's nothing wrong with playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Exclusively digital, even I did that for a while. But for the people who are interested in playing the real game, it can take a lot of getting used to as well as an investment some aren't willing to make. Now we'll start with the pros. One of the greatest things about the last 2 years of digital Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the amount of exposure it gained for new players to pick up and learn the game. There certainly are people who picked it up digitally and are now deciding to get in the real game and have no issues with relearning and investment required to play. Another good thing is that people going to these events that are starting back up are going to realize how lucky Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are to have events on such a scale. Even players who only go to locals are ecstatic to get back into their locals. Overall hype and positivity for Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been higher, and it's only going to continue to rise over the next year or so. With Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel right around the corner that's going to be on nearly every platform out there, we can only wait to see how many people it will connect and bring into the game. Having a game that is crossplay between all devices is extremely good not only for Konami's wallet, but for the community as well. That's all I really have to say on the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Debate, so please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content and other related card games such as Vanguard and Digimon. And don't forget, if you're going to do an in-person event, make sure to get vaccinated and wear a mask so we can get through this global catastrophe as quickly as possible and return to our normal lives. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Later.